Hello everyone. I'm following my script. I made one. I'm very nervous, but here it goes. We often hear a very emotional, sweet version of motherhood in our culture. I mean, I am a mother myself. Today I want to look at how poets Sylvia Plath and Pastan give us a much deeper and more honest look at the experience. My presentation, Women and Their Thoughts and Children, argues that both poets use strong, contrasted pictures to show the full, unemotional range of women's changing feelings and personal identity when dealing with her children. Simply put, being a mother is not about owning someone, but about letting go and finding yourself again. We start with Sylvia Plath's very frank poem. Morning Song. Plath does not write about the instant expected feeling of deep love for a baby. Instead, her speaker feels a strong sense of emotional distance from her newborn baby. She uses shocking comparisons to show how this distance works. The baby is treated like an object right away, described coolly as love said you going like a fat gold watch. This mechanical image sharply contrasts with the expected natural mother-child bond. Now, the speaker's worry is best shown when the steps away from the expected mother role. I am no more your mother. Then the cloud that distills a mirror. Now, the key idea here is effacement, which means loss or fading of her own separate identity, not a happy addition. Plath shows us the first unsettling cause of becoming a mother. The moment the woman feels her own identity is passively being shaped by an outside force. Now, in past tense, in the contrast to her, in a sharp contrast to Plath, who focuses on the beginning, she, to a daughter leaving home, looks at that unavoidable end of dependence. Though the setting is a little bit different, a mother watches her grown daughter seek freedom. The topic remains a mother's shifting identity. Now, she uses a long bicycling comparison to show this need and separation. As the daughter rides away alone for the first time, the mother sees her, quoting already a diminishing bell jar, pull away. The picture of the bell jar works very well. It stands for the mother's protected cage, which eventually becomes too tight. The daughter's pull away is an active escape from this pressure. The mother's language changes completely from giving instruction to just watching, as her daughter is, quoting, leaning all alone into the curve. Now, this is a loving yet sad surrender of control. The mother realizes that true maternal love must finally help the child live an independent life, even if it makes her feel lonely. Now, what connects these two poems is, even though they cover a child's entire life, it is a deep struggle between the mother's urge to protect and the child's needs for freedom. Motherhood in both cases forces the woman to accept her own lack of power. Now, in Plath, the baby's openness, quoting, shadows are safety, reversing the roles and making the mother feel a little bit threatened by the huge life change. Now, in Pastan, the mother watches her daughter, quoting, pumping for your life past the point where I could help. Now, that phrase captures the main realization where the mother-child relationship is always changing because of a later, by accepting the child's independent journey. Now, my conclusion was, in the end, Plath and Pastan go beyond the perfect storybook idea of motherhood. They confirm that the mother-child bond is not a state of constant control, but it's a hard, important and ongoing process of renegotiation and final separation. Through the powerful use of images, from Plath's fat gold watch to Pastan's diminishing bell jar, they show that this process completely changes a woman's identity. Now, I thank you for listening, and I welcome any questions, and y'all have a good day. Thank you.